Demonstrate, and I'm going to read Volume 2, Book 2, Rudra, Samhita, Part 5, Chapter 17, the fight between Vishnu and Jalandhara, the Shiva Puran. Vakratinamakaya Surikoti Samhita, Niraganamaka Savakaya, Umekarantaya, Vakratinamakaya. Sanat Kumara said, then the heroic asuras hit and struck the gods, distressed and terrified with the spears, axes, and clubs. With their bodies cut and pierced by the weapons of the asuras, the gods, including Indra, became distressed in mind by fear, and they fled from the battle. On seeing the gods fleeing, Vishnu hastened to the battleground, seated on his vehicle Garuda. By means of his discus, Sudarshana, he diffused his splendor all round. He shone with the brilliant lotus in his hand and offered fearlessness to his devotees. Holding the conch, sword, and mace, and the bow, the heroic deity was very furious. He was efficient in the battle, using fierce weapons. He produced the twanging sound from his bow and roared aloud. O sage, all the three worlds were filled with its loud sound. The Lord Vishnu, who was highly infuriated, cut off the heads of countless asuras by means of the arrows discharged from his bow. And the asuras, afflicted by the gusts of wind, set in motion by the wings of Garuda in his speedy flight. Were blown to and fro like the clouds in the sky tossed about in a stormy whirlwind. On seeing the asuras afflicted by the gusts of wind, Jalandhara, the great asura, became furious and terrified all the gods. Seeing Vishnu suppressing and pounding the asuras, the lips of the heroic asura throbbed as he rushed at Vishnu to fight with him. The king of asuras shouted and roared, terrifying both the gods and the asuras. On hearing it, the airs became pierced. The entire universe, filled with the terrible shouts of the asura, Jalandhara quaked. Then a great battle ensued between Vishnu and Jalandhara, the ruler of asuras, both filling up the sky with their arrows. O sage, gods, asuras, sages, and the siddhas were very much surprised at the terrible mutual clash between the two. Striking with a single arrow, Vishnu smote the heart of the asura. With innumerable arrows, he cut off the umbrella, banner, bow, and arrows of the demon. Seizing the mace with his hand, the asura jumped up quickly, hit Garuda with his head, and felled him to the ground. The infuriated asura, with throbbing lips, hit Vishnu in his heart, with his sharp spear diffusing its splendor. Vishnu laughingly split the mace with his sword, the destroyer of asuras, twanged his bow and split him with sharp arrows. Vishnu, the infuriated destroyer of the asuras, smote the asura Jalandhara with a very sharp, terrifying arrow. On seeing his arrow coming, the powerful asura cut it off with another arrow and hit Vishnu in the chest. The heroic Vishnu of long arms split the arrow discharged by the asura to the size of gingerly seeds and roared. The infuriated great asura fixed an arrow again to his bow and split the arrow of Vishnu. Vasudeva fixed another arrow to his bow for the destruction of the enemy of the gods, angrily and roared like a lion. Biting his lips with anger, Jalandhara, the powerful king of asuras, split the bow of Vishnu with his arrow. The heroic asura of fierce valor, terrible to the gods, hit Vishnu again with very sharp arrows. With his bow split, the Lord Vishnu, protector of the worlds, hurled his great mace for the destruction of Jalandhara. That mace, resembling a blazing flame, when hurled by Vishnu, moved with unerring aim and dashed against his body. Though hit by it, the great haughty Jalandhara did not move even slightly, as though he was hit by a flower garland. Then the infuriated Jalandhara, invincible in war, terrifying to the Asuras, hurled a trident resembling fire at Vishnu. Immediately, Vishnu remembered the lotus-like feet of Shiva and cut the trident with his sword, Nandaka. When the trident was split, the lord of the Asuras leapt and rushed against Vishnu and hit him in the chest with his feet. Without minding the pain in the least, the heroic Vishnu hit Jalandhara in the chest with his firm fist. Then both of them, equally powerful, had a hand-to-hand fight, hitting each other with arms, fists, and knees. They filled the earth with reverberating sounds. Fighting with the Asura thus for a long time, O excellent sage, Vishnu was surprised. He felt dejected in the heart. Then he, the foremost among the magic wielders, assumed a delightful aspect. He addressed the king of Asuras in a thundering voice. Vishnu said, O excellent Asura, you are blessed. You are invincible in war. Since you are a great lord, you are not at all afraid of even great weapons. Many Asuras have been killed by these very same weapons in great battles. The wicked and haughty people have been pierced through their bodies and killed. O great Asura, I am delighted by this fight with you. You are great. You are really great. A hero like you has not been seen in the three worlds, including the mobile and immobile beings. O Lord of Asuras, choose a boon. I am pleased at your valor. I shall give you anything, even that which cannot be given, whatever is in your mind. Sanat Kumara said, on hearing these words of Vishnu, skilled in magic, the intelligent king of the Asuras replied thus. Jalandhara said, O brother-in-law, if you are pleased, give me this boon. You stay in my house with all your followers, my sister and myself. Sanat Kumara said, on hearing these words of the great Asura, Lord Vishnu, the Lord of gods, said distressingly, so be it. Then Vishnu came to this city called Jalandhara, along with his followers, the gods, and Lakshmi. Then the Asura, Jalandhara, returned to his abode and stayed very delightedly in the company of his sister and Vishnu. Thereafter Jalandhara appointed Asuras in the authoritative posts of the gods, joyously returned to the earth. The son of the ocean confiscated whatever gem or jewel the gods, Gandharvas or Siddhas had hoarded. After appointing the powerful Asura Nishumbha in the nether worlds, the powerful ruler of the Asuras brought Sesha and others to the earth, making gods, Gandharva, Siddhas, serpents, Rakshasas, and human beings the denizens of his capital. He ruled over the three worlds. After making the gods thus subservient to himself, Jalandhara protected them all virtuously, like his own sons. When he was ruling the kingdom virtuously, none in his realm was sick or miserable or lean and emaciated or indignant. Footnotes. (221). The town of Decha, Jalandhara, can be identified with that of the same name. In the East Punjab, it was the capital of Jalandhara, Desha in the Uttarapatha. For details, see the Kumari Kanda of Skanda Purana. Here ends today's reading of the Shiva Puran. Om Prabhu Prananatam, Vibhum Veshwanatam, Jagannatanatam, Saranantabhajan, Buddhiputam Voyeshuram, Bhutanatam, Shivam Shankaram, Shabhameshanaviti. Om Kapura Gauram Karunavataram, Sansara Saram, Bhujagendrahadam, Sadavasantam, Hridar Vindipapam Bhavami Saitam Namami. Om Nama Parvati Pate Hara Hara Mahadeva. Ki Jai. Om Jum Samboro Samtiram Makamichame, Sukana Pushti Varanam, Urvar Kame Vandanam Mirishoksham Swaha Sajam. Jayanti Mangalakali Bhadrakali Kapali Durgakshmash. Tuya Mata Chavitatma, Tuya Vanusha Chaskatma, Tuya Vidya, Dravinang Tuya Sarva Mahati, Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat.